Hello, hello. Time for some more ArtFight prep. Yay. Everyone is very hyped about that. Yeah, there's less. Let me get that a little bit quieter. There we go. Less than a week until ArtFight, and everyone is very hyped about that, including me. So, time for some last minute panic reference sheets. There is one character I really wanna do a few references for, or more of an explanation of how they work in the world that I'm building for them. So I'm just gonna do that today. Maybe I should just start working on it and maybe I can gather my thoughts as we go. But yeah, let me just see the music. How's that? There we go. Music was a little bit quiet last stream, but let's see how it comes out. Maybe it's just that my microphone was very loud last time, but keep an eye on that. If I start sounding really weird again, just check on that too. Audio seems to have been quite an issue recently with the crackling mic and also the music levels, but it is what it is. Keep an eye on it. Yeah. So I wanted to make a reference sheet explaining how Blake's weapon works, because that's kind of the main thing that is interesting about her. You can see I have a separate thing for Black Steel, so I'm gonna focus on Black Steel and explaining him today. Make a separate reference sheet for him. So yeah, I'm just gonna make that, and I guess I can also explain it as I go. It's probably gonna be a kind of a shorter stream today because I have a very clear plan what I'm gonna do. But I don't think that's gonna affect anything. I'm a little bit tired today, so doing a smaller stream is not gonna be that big of a deal. I'll just do a little illustration of the weapon first, so I can kind of gather my thoughts on how it works. At the same time, drawing has always been my strong suit instead of explaining the ideas in my head. But maybe it's easier if I explain them as I draw. We will see. But yeah, Black Steel is kind of a special weapon in the Blake story, which I have renamed, by the way. Just kept juggling through names of what I'm gonna call this story. I have come to the conclusion that I should call it, for now, I'm gonna call it the Court of Spades and Hearts. Weapon is kind of special because it is the only weapon in this story that Blake has. But what makes it special is that it can become possessed by ghosts. And I'm still trying to decide whether it should be ghosts of weapons that have been broken on her journey that she comes across, or if it can just be anything that has killed. Like you find a ghost in the forest and it's like some really, like let's say you find a ghost of a murderer, it can possess your weapon. It changes based on that. But I'm thinking it might be interesting if it's just broken weapons too. But it's still in the deciding. You'll see. It's not like I'm ever gonna make this game anyways. But I just like coming up with concept. I'm more of an idea guy anyways. Ideas are fun to come up with. I just think it's a interesting way of framing a story. Through thinking how it would work in a gameplay setting. I'm also still trying. This is kind of a help me figure out how I want the ghosts to look like. I still haven't come up with a solid answer. That's good. Sure, it's fit. Bit of a longer boy here. Also, just drawing weapons is really fun. Love designing scythes and swords. It's like one of my favorite things to design. Unique weapons. Should have been a blacksmith. That would make, but I would make very unpractical weapons if I was a blacksmith, though. Would have 1,000 swirls on everything, but nothing would actually be worth. It would be nice decorations, but every time I use this sword, it stabs me, stabs me in the ass. Maybe there's blacksmiths who specialize in that. I don't know. Sure, there would be somebody who wants decorative sword. Nah, I think that's the basic shape of it. Let's color that. It's like I used to draw swords all the time in school, and this one kid in my class became convinced that I played RuneScape because of it. He saw what I was drawing, and then he just showed up and was like, "Guys, Lion plays RuneScape." At the time I had no idea what that meant. I was very offended by it. You tell lies. I don't even know what that is. And now 20 years later, turns out I do play it occasionally. Maybe he was a prophet. He was just very farsighted. Is my voice level okay? Sounds like it is. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if anybody's gonna show up today, but that's fine. Because it's kind of a thing that is not recommended to stream in the middle of the week. Well, it's not like I'm really... Why does it look so much darker here than it is in the reference? Oh, because it's different. Color lineup, it is. Color theory. Very important. It still looks different. It's just about the thickness of it. Color theory is very confusing. Very fun. Make some very fun optical illusions with that stuff. Yeah. Oops. Doesn't have to be a perfect reference, I don't think. Just needs to be a thing that you can tell what you're looking at to kind of explain the story. That looks like black steel, sure. Do a little bit more. A little bit. Wait. Bit sharp here. That's not very good. Should make it like that, maybe. Just cheat it a bit. Should always cheat where you can, kids. That's my good life advice. Always take the easiest route where you can. It's pretty good. Maybe a little bit longer. One pixel. That won't do. That's good. It looks like a sword. I think that's a sword. If I saw that for the first time, I could tell that is a sword for sure. Right. Let's refine it a little bit. Alrighty. I think that's clear enough that people can tell what it is. Just a color reference. Those are always nice. It's like 2 colors. It's a starting weapon. It's not meant to be very fancy. I guess the handle is kind of fancy, but very basic weapon. And then I just put some text and make a little comic about how it works. Do I want to commercial? Yeah, sure I do. I don't care that much. It's a very simple shape as is. It's fine. That's okay. Now just gonna do a bunch of text and that's the worst part of making references, when it forces me to write everything I need to get out of my head. And what do you mean I can't just psychically blast everything to people about what I think about my characters? What do you mean I have to actually write it out and communicate with people? Right. I can figure out the text afterwards. I'm gonna do a little comic on the side first. To kind of explain how it works. Okay. Let's figure it out. So, how it works is you're in the forest. Forest time, it's very spooky and ooh, there's a ghost. And the ghost is like, man, I wish I could kill again. He's very sad about it. And then Blake hears this and it's like, oh, I could help you with that. And then Blake is like, yes, Blacksteel, you wanna kill a king, come possess my sword. And the ghost is like, oh, wonderful idea. And then the ghost goes into Blacksteel. And as a result, Blacksteel becomes something else. It was a new fancy sword that looks like a ghost, maybe. I think I should do that as an example, just a ghost sword. I'm gonna show, I think it would be fun if the ghost didn't have to be a broken weapon, but I don't know, maybe we could try that. It'd be fun if it was like a ghost of a monster in the past. It became one that looks like that monster. Like fangs and claws and stuff. That could be fun. Let's do a little comic. Like this. I guess 3 panels is really all it takes. I like it when people do little comics in their oops. In the references. Gives you more info about the character. It's a fun way to see how characters interact with each other too. Give some ideas. Let's do some basic ass ghost. Very spooky ghost, ooh. Let's make it very, very obvious that this is a ghost. It's all sad about it. It's just kind of float around. This is probably gonna be the least interesting stream I have ever done, but it's work. Streaming is kind of the only way, I mean not the only way, but a really good way to motivate myself. And some people do like, I mean I like just watching people work even if it's not very interesting. Or if it's very slow. And there's a ghost. Then I get the Blake in the background. Where's Blake? Where's my reference of Blake? There's Blake. I don't think you can see the reference when I use it. When I pop it out the window. But it is there for me. Maybe I should just do this. Maybe this is easier. Mayhaps. I think that is better actually. I should play Stardew Valley again. It's been a while. Like, good while since I've gotten a good farming stream. Well, not stream, I was thinking about streaming now. It's like every couple of months. I think it's been like 6 months now. And she's like, hey, what's that? That's a ghost. Go. Just make the black steel very clear in this image. See, it's about him. And then this one is the most important one, I guess. Make sure that it's very obvious that Blake's offering him to be sacrificed, I guess. Maybe just get her. Nah, I don't feel like getting a reference. Too lazy. I'll just post myself. Think about it. Just try to use my mind's eye to see myself from this angle. Menacing ass hat, very important. Like, does not look like herself without the hat. It's the most important feature on her design. That hat, she just looks very confused. It's the hat that gives her character. Like, without the hat, she looks completely normal, but when the hat obscures her, why she becomes much more menacing for some reason. Does it make sense? That is how people mostly read each other's emotions, looking at the eyes. It's actually pretty interesting. It was like an article some years ago about the difference on how Western and Asian cultures do emojis. It's very interesting about how different things are prioritized, like how in Western culture we prioritize more about the mouth. Like, the mouth is way more important. Like, is it frowning or is it smiling, or what's up with it? But in a lot of how emojis are used over in Asia, a lot of them don't even have mouths. It's all about the eyes. I mean, a lot of people do agree that it makes the... Man, I really can't talk today. I'm tired. I'm sorry. Makes it a lot more. One word at a time. Okay. The eyes are very expressive. Is what I'm trying to say. There. That wasn't so hard to say. Just take it easy, Lime. Take it easy. Just do this riff and I can go to bed. I don't know how good of an idea it is to stream when I'm this tired, but I said I was gonna do this, and I am gonna do this. I'm not gonna start drinking coffee at 7 in the evening. 7? It feels like it would have been at least 9. Oh, I don't want to go too early to bed though. I'm gonna wake up at like 5 o'clock if I go now. 5 a.m. is not a fun hour to be awake. I'll tell you what. She raises it. And the ghost is like, oh. For me? You're offering this delicious mendable metal for me to possess? I don't know if this mechanic has been used in any other game story. I just thought it was interesting. I think it gives it some interesting world building opportunities. So why is this ghost here? I think world building is actually interesting. I mean, useful. Like, I love good world building in games, but when it gets to the point where you just have to listen to characters talk about why they're here, like dialogue after dialogue after dialogue box, it becomes kind of it's like it does not have been incorporated into the gameplay somehow, you know? I guess that's kind of a universal experience. Gamers just want to game, not read. I mean, reading is pretty good too. But if I want to read, I'll read a book. Actually, I've been reading a little bit this year again. It's been a while since I read fiction, for a couple of years. Started reading The Hobbit. So yeah, from what I understood, it's very easy to get into. From what I understand, everybody has said that it is easier to get into than Lord of the Rings, at least. A little bit too big. Which great movies, by the way. Groundbreaking opinion, I know. Everyone is so shocked that another guy likes the Lord of the Rings movies. What's that? I'm so tiny. Jesus. Foreshortening my nemesis. How's the stream audio quality? This doesn't sound very crackly. That's good. Hope it continues to be that way. Now, what else did I read? Oh yeah, I read the first book of Wings of Fire. Well, I read it in Finnish. I think its title translates directly to English. The Prophecy of the Six Eggs. I don't know if that's what it's called in English. I only know it in Finnish. It was fine. I feel like it was for way younger audience than me, but I hear they get more mature as they go, so maybe I'll give the second book a go too. The fan art from those books is insane. Like, holy shit! These dragons are so beautiful. Okay. And then the ghost weapon. I guess I could make the news or look like the ghost. It's close enough. This is a fuck ass sword, but whatever. It drives the point home. Maybe include some sketches of actual weapons and ghosts I have made for it. Yes. Yeah, let's just give the ghost some characteristic. So that you can see that it is the same entity. I get very stingy when I'm tired. I don't know how the audio likes that. Perhaps I shouldn't. It's so lonely, but though. Just so nice to fill the air with some noise. It's in the sword now. Yay, a new sword. Looks like a good visual for a ghost entering an object. Phew, and plop. How do you draw a plop? I don't know. That's enough. Figure it out as we go. Maybe it could just be like poof. That music transition is not right. Fix it for the next stream. It's tomorrow. Maybe the next one. It's probably... I don't have tomorrow, so maybe next week. Though the fight itself is gonna start next week, so... For the one that actually starts. So I'm still figuring out how I'm gonna... stream the thing. So I am definitely gonna stream me working on my master deck, which is going to close next week, by the way. If you have a Vampire OC, please go and fill out the forum for my master deck that is vampire themed. I would love to see everybody's as many vampire OCs there are. I love vampires. So you might be able to guess from these characters in the story that I have uploaded on ArtFighter, which is mostly focusing on this character and her story, actually. How do you do hands? Shit. Hands, unfortunately. My two mortal enemies. They are most people's. I'm not special. That seems like an appropriate sound effect for a ghost to possess something. I don't know, I've never seen it happen. If anybody has experience with it, they can tell me, and I will fix it in post. I think I'm fine with this. I just wanna clean it up a little bit. Tiny bit of cleanup should be fine. This needs to be a story explanation. Great, it's very important to see that it's her. The mole under her eye. Still not sure what the difference between beauty spots and moles are. Might be the same thing. In which case this thing under Blake's eye is both. Oops. No, Discord. You stay there. I don't need you. What do you want? I don't know if you could hear that Discord was being weird. Sorry about that. What does Blake look like? Right. That's why it's so nice to have references so that I can remember what my characters look like. I forget all the time. I guess that's why it's some people recommend that you don't draw them for a while and then you just you design a character and then you don't draw it for a week or even look at it and then you draw it again, because that gets rid of all the unnecessary details. It's very easy to have a character with too many of those. Right, does this need text? Just a little bit. Either just a little thought or like speech bubble for this ghost show that the only reason it can possess black steel is because it wants to kill. Or that it's a mutual thing. Let's see. I think the text was fine. Man, I wish. Yeah. Because it would be fun if people have their own ghost characters if they want to make design a weapon based on their character and give it to Blake. That'd be fun. Not that I would use those designs, but it's like a fun activity. Like I would be into that if I had a character. If I had a ghost character, it'd be fun. Well, what I do here, you should absolutely stray away from those design me a character thingies on ArtFighter. I can imagine it becomes a legal nightmare. Or like some people stealing the designs they get as adopt after the fight is over. It's an asshole thing to do. I don't know, I would feel weird selling a design I get as a gift, regardless of what. Maybe that's just me. That looks weird. I do like the hatching effect though. Float in space. I think it's pretty clear that this is a ghost for anybody. It's fine as it is, doesn't need a complicated design. Well, maybe I could give it like give it an X on the eye just to show that this is the same. The weapons it turns into do share similarities with the ghosts themselves. Yeah, that's good. Man, I love Blake so much. I was thinking maybe I should make a lore video just about her, because man, do I have a hard time just writing out everything I want to say about her. Now that I think about it, it would just be that I would have to write about her why I love her so much and then put it editing into a video. Maybe someday. Maybe for next year's ArtFight. If I have time. Like this. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yep. That's good. Yeah. Give it a little bit of a background. It's the easiest way to make trees, just draw a bunch of lines. There's a reason why this story takes place in a forest. Easy to render and draw. If I do want to start 3D modeling stuff for it, then I can just make a... I mean, I've never tried to model a tree, but I do think tree trunks like this are relatively easy to do. Famous last word. I guess the part of the reason of why it takes place in a forest in the middle of winter is because that's a very familiar environment for me. That makes sense. You always say you should write about what you know. I am Finnish. I know about forests. Spooky forests in the middle of winter are just very fun. It's like when things get dark, but you can still kind of see. There's still light reflected everywhere. It's very beautiful. Beautiful aesthetic. Well, is this clear enough? I think that might be it. That's good enough for a day. Just do this so you can very clearly see that the physical attributes do carry over. Let's make it slightly different color. It's like color that shows up, but it's not too hard on the eyes. I guess that's okay. Let's color the wings too. It's fun. A second. Yeah. The vampire wings must always be colored weirdly in this universe. Show that they are weird. I think that's good. Maybe I want to shade it a little bit. Maybe give the ghost a little spooky aura. The aura should be a different color. So it's not that people think it's a vampire. Ghost. vampire ghost is a thing also. I have already decided that. Kind of semi-designed it. Everything around the actual gameplay mechanics is still very much undecided though. Oh, whoops. Don't want to give those a color, those are fine as they are. Neighbor time. Oh, whoops. Color. I guess that is okay. That transition is really starting to bother me. Can't live with it. Can't live with it for today. That's okay. It's completely fine. Don't worry about it. That's okay. That's an okay color. I decided that it is fine. Kind of spooky, but still clear. That's what I want. Yep. Some focus lines. Focus lines make all art better immediately. If I can find them. There we go. Oops. No. Like so. It's that anime shit that everybody loves. I can rasterize this. Oops. Everything else. There we go. That's pretty clear. Just move that away. Alright. Then I guess I can draw a couple of ghosts and some weapons. And then I think I'm gonna end the stream. I am very tired. And I just wanted to work on this again to kind of set a routine for myself and for this channel that I do stream every once in a while. I think I'm getting it established. Don't have to make the Mona Lisa every week, I hope. Let's see. Do I have any ideas open? Yes. Did have like an eater sword, which has been one of my favorite ideas that's been floating around for a couple years now. It's a sword that eats things, and if you're not using it, it hurts you. Like a sword that is so hungry, it just needs to eat no matter what. such hunger that I can't tell friend from foe. They're based on one of my favorite poems about a guy who goes to war and he has a talking sword. The sword's like, I wanna eat everything, no matter if it's innocent or guilty. To this day, one of my favorite poems of all time. When I play Minecraft, I most of the time name my sword after that. It's just a cool and creepy concept, I think. Talking sword. Of course a sword would just want to kill everything. To not let a weapon kill is to deny its purpose, and all that. I love designing swords so much, they're so cool. I wish there is an alternate universe where I become a blacksmith instead. Could do this all day. Give him these. Teeth. One word at a time. Yeah, that's creepy enough. What is with the music today? It's very kind of choppy. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah, this thinking about my soundtrack also reminds me that I need to edit it ready for next week. Probably not gonna be ready tomorrow, but on Wednesday at least. I think I have Wednesday off. I should be able to stream on some actual, what do you call it? Some ArtFighter decks. Probably not gonna start on the Master deck yet, but you know, getting there eventually. I want it to be this color, maybe. Maybe it would be good if every weapon that it gets pushed into still has to be steel color. Kinda hide all together. Ooh, I do like that color combination actually. Next. Pretty. Now that's a cursed sword if I've ever seen one. Could pay good money for that. Kinda looks like that one demon, what the fuck is his name? The one from Frontier. The evil one that turns out to be a lion. I don't know, I actually never watched that season all the way through. I don't know why. I mean, actually the plot was pretty interesting, but I guess I was just so put off by the idea of what the evolution had become in that series. Like, if you're making a Digimon show, why would you get rid of the Digimon? Like, is that kind of the best part? This kind of seems silly. It's like, yeah, Pokemon season. There's no Pokemon. It's like Ash just runs to Pokemon and starts beating the shit out of him in his hands. Which I guess you could argue that's what happens in Digimon Season 5, but he still has a Digimon. You know? I don't know. I think they just kind of, they were writing that season and coming up with the idea of the gimmick, so to speak, of that season. They kind of looked at the fact that looked at Tamers and completely misunderstood why people loved biology so much. That's pretty good. Let's decide a ghost form for it. I'm not sure how literal like ghosts look. I think it'd be pretty cool if it just kind of vaguely looked like it. Like so. Is that big enough to be a ghost? It's like when you're writing your own lore for a universe, you can say anything is a ghost. Sure, I say that that is a ghost. And then you could say the horns. It looks like a weird creature. I'm gonna emanate a weird aura. That's not. The vest look like angry eyebrows. Grrr. Guess I can also specify that the different weapons are different rarities. How roguelike works. Sometimes you just get lucky and get the Eater Sword on the first try. And sometimes you get shit. Kinda like real life. That's what roguelikes teach you about real life. Sometimes you get good, sometimes you get shit. That's the reality of life. Okay. give him a bit of ground so he stands out. He's not just standing there menacingly. It just looks like a very, very shocked skull. That's alright, that's funny. Like that. Put it there. And then I guess make a little arrow, make it more clear what's going on. Let's say... Under... I'll write a little bit about it. These people are invested. Fast and powerful. Hurts you when entering a room. With no enemies. Like, the idea behind it is it needs to be constantly fed, so if you go into a room and it sees that there's no movement of it, it's gonna chomp a piece out of you. Kinda very powerful, but it discourages you from going back. I feel like it's very important in roguelikes. Makes you really need to strategize a lot more. Oh. Looks like the mic is going up again. I wanna fix that. Just a second. Hello? Okay. I think that fixed it. Should get into the habit of checking that more often. But it is fixed now. I don't know how long it's been going on for. I really don't have a way to monitor that for long periods of time. Hearing my own voice really does freak me out. Hope it hasn't been the whole time, but I'm pretty sure it hasn't. You always check before I start. Let's do another one, and then I think I'm gonna call it there. I do have one already figured out. Now I'm just gonna copy and paste, because I do want this thing to have one gun, because I think it would be funny and also kind of a reward for beating the game to just give you a gun in a game where you've been fighting with swords and daggers and hammers and all that stuff up until that point. Let's do scythe. Do you have one scythe? Figured out. Let's do it like this. It's fun. Scythes are so cool. Everybody loves scythes. All my homies love scythes. I do not know a single hater of scythes. So cool. Ever since I saw the trailer for Ruby, I've been all over them. Also a very big inspiration for this story. It's the first trailer for Ruby, because I just thought that was so striking, and I wanted to make a story that would look so striking. Part of the reason why it's in the same environment of what do you call it, like a snowy forest, and all the characters are, well, most of the characters are either wearing black or red. Just looks so striking. Guess everything really stands out against pure white and black, any bright color. Especially red and black. There's something about them. Neon black. Oh, neighbor time. I should also play Kirby again. Been a while. There's so many games I want to play in so little time. Especially before ArtFighter. It's gonna squeeze this next month out of me, and then I can relax for a bit and do nothing. Focus on being unproductive again. Let's break it. What is happening? Oh. Because that's not merged, I see. Yeah, I actually do like the metal color stays and everything. I'm gonna keep that as a thing. He keeps the cohesion. I don't understand that this is the same thing. Same weapon, same character. Well, I don't know if I would call Black still a character, but he does have a personality of his own. If it doesn't show, most of the time it's overwritten by whatever ghost is possessing him. But I've thought about it. I've also thought about at what point does a weapon become alive? Interesting questions to ask myself. I came to the conclusion that it becomes alive when it kills something. And when it, kind of like how they say with dogs, once it tastes blood, it becomes uncontrollable. Same with weapons. After they taste what it's like to kill, they cannot contain themselves anymore. They gain sentience. Except for one weapon, which is the gun. So I think it's funny. He was just so pissed about never being able to kill anything. He's just very bitter all the time. Please let me kill. Something very funny I found about it. That is not to say I find gun violence funny, I just find that one joke pretty funny. Think if an inanimate object could be mad at you for not letting you do... words. If an inanimate object was mad at you for not letting it do its job. Find that funny. There we go. That's a comprehensive sentence, I think. Very slow, and what else did I write about this? It's very slow and it has huge damage. Area coverage. Is that how you spell coverage? Maybe. I give him a ghost. Ooh. Yeah, I think I like the idea of ghosts not looking so literally like ghosts. It can be pretty abstract. I'm gonna have some fun with it. Looks like a bird. Playing ghost. It's the bird. The plane. Wrong. It's a scythe. Yep, I think that's good. Maybe resize them a little bit so it fit on text. Oops. I think I'm happy with that. I think I'm gonna call it here. I'm getting very tired. This was kind of a shorter stream, but I think I'm happy with this reference. I'm gonna put all the text on it soon. And I'm just gonna finish it. I do have one more reference for the gun weapon somewhere, I'm pretty sure, but I'm not gonna look for it right now. I'll paste it here whenever I find it. And I'm probably gonna not go to sleep right away because it's almost 8 o'clock. And if I go to sleep now, I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night and I'm gonna be very tired tomorrow. But thank you, whoever came here. I had a very much of a shorter stream than usual, but I'm pretty happy with this. Just as I said before, it is just to kind of establish a routine for myself of making this, and yeah, my thoughts are kind of getting jammed in my brain. But yeah, I'm gonna stream tomorrow too. Thank you everybody who came by. If anybody did come by, it's kind of a slower day today. It's okay. I hope everybody has a good art fight, and I'll see you whenever I see you.